Greetings, everyone. This is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with a spatial report. Whoa, post-full moon. Toxic spill ahead. Careful, people. There's a lot of wounded beast out there. So the sun in Leo is shining a light on those who are deeply wounded in their heart. So this is from losing their self-control in the past. They gave up control to others. So now they're facing the consequences. The moon in Aquarius is revealing the future vibrations, the frequencies you need to master. And the moon right now at 18 degrees, this is you mastering your decisions. You have to decide, make a decision where you're going to be, what you're going to do, and when you're going to do it. So if somebody else is making those choices for you, you are in a program. You are being programmed. So to be free and break free of the program, the matrix, your past patterns, the Leviathan, the serpent nature of habit, old desires that will never be fulfilled. If you're still blaming others for your self-destruction, then you are living in the Neptunian fog. The illusion. And it's those people who are wounded, the wounded beast. So Black Moon Lilith and this Venus retrograde and the sun, all these coming together is the feminine understanding their journey, where they've been, what wounded them, and how to heal themselves. And this is in all genders. Doesn't matter. So we're here to become whole, unified, which means balancing the feminine and masculine energies within each one of us. That is where you find the state of equilibrium. Okay, it's different than equality. Equality leads to stagnation, always. There's no flow of energy in and out. It's just a stable flat line. So if you're at the hospital and you're sitting there with your loved ones, do you want to see a flat line? Maybe some of you evil bastards do, thinking about all that money coming your way and what you're going to do with it. That's the devil and your desires. You're missing out on one of the most special processes that can happen, which is changing states of energy and witnessing it. So I'm going to show you all a big, big secret. I'm going to reveal it right now. So you have to open your mind and understand the battle that's coming. Okay, and we can prevent this giant artificial web that's being spun around this beautiful earth. So we're going to talk about the deceivers, the false lights, and you're going to have to put the pieces together yourself, because that's part of the journey. So this is getting into language and beliefs and understanding words and the power. So la, 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 la. That's, take those words and replace the L and the A. A and L is ah, Allah, Allah, or hala. So these are important words of divinity. So when you're laughing, ha ha, You're opening a gateway to divinity, laughter. We're letting the warm air out of the body. We're letting the spirit come out. We're not containing it. So the wounded beast, their water is toxic as shit. Man, they are holding on and drinking from these toxic ponds. And they literally can't see. Their hair is falling out. Their eyes are drooping. You know, they're sitting there in their bitterness. And they don't understand. All they have to do is walk away. Quit drinking from the toxic water. That's their pattern. There's a huge savanna garden all around you. You've just tuned out of it. So when we talk about tuning in and tuning up, we're speaking about creating a vortex of energy. So what is a vortex? This is a spiraling cone that allows you to go from one dimension to another one. And that's through resonance. So when we focus and resonate our physical self, our mental and emotional selves in harmony, we can now see new dimensions. So that's how you ascend or descend. Descent is when we go deep down into our darker emotions, darker memories, and we try to resolve that. So a revolution is a spinning around of this great circle on an axis. So it revolves so things change and we can get a different perspective, but it always comes back around. So every 9 years we get this faded direction of these eclipse cycles from the moon, which I'm going to show you here shortly. These create wave patterns, standing wave energies. So when you can tune into these wave energies, which are frequencies, and these frequencies can be measured. So what we're relating to is not the physical planet or calling it a god, or when we say Jupiter, it's not Saturn's many gods of Rome or the Greek versions. These are just ideals of an energetic dimension or ray of light, ray of darkness, duality. So these are archetypes, the big ones called archangels. These are stability, Aquarius, Leo. These are 2 fixed signs. Fire and air. We have to pump blood and we have to breathe air to live. So this is showing you, highlighting your ability to own your presence, your authority with courage, and stand among your friend groups and community and reflect your brilliance, not project it. So this moon right here, we're going to go, I keep promising, y'all holding on, good job. Your attention span is your power. So this moon, it's amazing. It is a satellite, of the Earth. So the Earth spins on an axis. We have a North Pole, just like this particular chart, North Pole, MC, is 9 degrees of Aries. South Pole would be Libra here. So we're balancing ourselves over here, Cancer, home and family, with others, Capricorn, the structure. And Pluto's destroying that shit. So you're seeing a reflection of what you need to transmute and change, which is your spiritual structure. Saturn's giving us gifts right now if you change your mind and open your mind to higher dimensions and look at the macro energy. And this is where we release the water out of the body so it can be transmuted into the air. Aquarius, go up into the heavens and pick up new vibrations and be refreshed, and then it falls down to the earth as fresh rain, charged up, ionized. So we're rejuvenated. So for you to make your way through this energy, it's important for you to understand your place in space-time and own your authority to be there. And that's asserting your will, the sun, your heart. What do you love doing? If you hate your job, you're literally vibrating at the lowest frequency you can to generate power. So do you think the power generated from the job you hate is really energizing you? No, it's bleeding you. You're being bled. So that means the system, and class warfare is breaking down these systems. This is what we have to rebuild and re-energize as new systems, not class warfare. This is taking everyone's talent and applying it in manners that benefit everyone. So to have an effective revolution or turning of the wheel, we can do this by using the mental capacity to make change through positive vibrations and releasing the negative ones. The dark forces in reality are pumping out negative story after negative story after negative story. So you remain in fear, and therefore you cannot attract your real self and what your real self wants to experience in this earth, the new earth. We have left behind, the domino got kicked over, the old world structures, but Pluto is showing us we haven't completely released the attachments to these structures, and this whole rest of this year into next year is us polishing up and cutting cords, old stale stories, songs, old tapes, old CDs, old DVDs. You don't need that stuff anymore. Get rid of it. Clean out, your closets, your mental closet. Clean out your mental emotions. Virgo is about putting things in order. Because, the future is going to be a little rough here. Saturn is going to go over all these spiritual stories that everyone has created. And that isn't necessarily just religious beliefs. That's these, fundamentalist right to whatever, the alphabet stories. So we're all just seeing these things being expressed to their max. So you know what's real and what's false. But anyway, let's go look at this moon and show you the grand reveal. So this moon's right between Saturn and Pluto. And those two, that's a nasty conjunction back there in Capricorn. So we're still feeling the repercussions of the old world being turned under. So this is the time for you to hold on to your center of gravity. Stay grounded, but you're getting energized. So this moon is phenomenal. Oh, wow. Just wow. So this moon rotates on its own axis. So Okay, just like the Earth rotates on its axis. Unbelievable, 5 in the morning and a car comes by. Good old Mercury in Virgo. So, yeah, this moon is an artificial satellite. The face of that moon right there, which is turning on its own axis, is in sync with the Earth's electromagnetic field perfectly. So this, we always see the same face of the moon at all times. So that moon doesn't have its own light. This is the closest satellite to the Earth. So this is the reflections of our egos, what we want the world to see as our ego personality. And we do that through imagination. So the moon is a reflection of our ego and our imagination, our feelings, the water in our body. So these moon phases change the water molecules in your body. They swell, or they, you know what bloat is? Women do. So this moon now is diminishing. So that means its light is fading, so it's getting cooler and drier. So all that hot, dry emotions, because the sun's in Leo, a hot, fiery sign. So that's drying out all that spring water so that things can mature and finally flower so we can harvest them. So the L and the on, talked about L and La. So L on, you might know a person by that name with a funky last name. That dude is putting up a string of artificial satellites. Guess what? This natural satellite is what projects things into our reality. Anything, any story, anything you imagine, all your dreams are reflected right there. So that was put in place a long time ago by who knows who. So the artificial is putting up a whole lot of satellites, and they're going to be controlled by that, whatever that thing is. So those devices are going to be projecting images, sounds, colors into our reality. So if you don't have the power of discernment, they're going to be putting images right into your head, and it's going to freak you out. You're going to hear voices, and it's going to freak you out. So this is what you need to be aware of. The future is going to be wild. Aquarius is, this energy broadcast in the atmosphere and what we can't see. This video is being transmitted over the air. You're receiving it on your phone. You can't see that shit. So what else is happening you can't see? Anyway, let's see. There's some beautiful buddy up there. I think that's Uncle Jupiter. Jupiter is these higher expansive beliefs. Jupiter takes up a lot of space. So it's a gas giant. So we're looking not at the planet itself, but the space it occupies. So when you can correlate that in relationship to you, your geocentric self, and the sun, which we all revolve around, you know, our heart, then you have new power. Any way you go, I hope you wake up. The darkness wants to drag you right straight to hell. Cold, dark hell, it ain't fire. It's void of emotions, lonely. Literally nothing to love. Don't go there. That's a long, dark path to make it back. But anyway, you still have that free choice. Any way you go, I hope you're well. Astro Sherpa out.